sword sharp.
You better hope so.
Crystals take more than they give.
You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying?
Hello, Marvelous crew, it's time to hit the play button on another thrilling adventure right here at Marvelous Gamers. Today is not just any ordinary day in the gaming universe. It is the day we step into our virtual time machine. We're about to do a countdown of the top 21 longest running games, a tribute to those legendary titles that have not just entertained but evolved with us. Imagine this, from the maze-running Pac-Man that gobbled its way into our hearts to the grand fantastical realms of Final Fantasy that redefined storytelling in games. Our list today is more than just a trip down memory lane. It's a salute to the pixels and polygons that shaped our digital dreams. So what say, fellow gamers, are you ready to rewind and play? Also, as you continue to watch, do let us know which legendary long-running game you have in mind. Let's see if the ones you're thinking of made it to our list. Now, without further ado, let's delve into the tunnel of gaming glory and uncover the secrets behind their enduring allure. Starting with
Onward and upward.
Super Mario. Mario's been around for over 3 decades, starring in over 200 games. He is not just a character, he is a gaming legend. From his arcade beginnings to the latest Nintendo console, Mario's been a constant in the gaming world, always bringing something new to the table. Super Mario began as a humble carpenter named Jumpman in the 1981 arcade game Donkey Kong, and from there, Mario evolved into the iconic Italian plumber we know today. He has been on a wild ride, jumping over barrels, rescuing Princess Peach, and becoming the face of Nintendo. In Super Mario games, you are, well, Mario, hopping and bopping through the Mushroom Kingdom. Your mission is to save Princess Peach from the clutches of Bowser. Along the way, you will smash bricks for coins, power up with mushrooms and fire flowers, and race against the clock. It is a classic platformer experience that's as addictive now as it was decades ago. From Jumpman to Super Mario, 3 decades of hopping, power-ups, and princess saving. Mario is not just a game, he is a gaming era. Metroid. Metroid has been rocking the gaming world since 1986. That is a long time to be saving galaxies and taking names. From the NES to the Switch, Samus has been a gaming icon, evolving with each new console, but always keeping that core of exploration and action. In the series, you are Samus Aran, a badass bounty hunter in a sci-fi world. Your job is to protect the galaxy from space pirates and their schemes involving Metroid creatures. It's a mix of exploration, action, and saving the day in a universe where you're pretty much the coolest hero around. You can think of Metroid as a mashup of Super Mario's platforming and Zelda's exploration, but in space with a futuristic vibe. You will be side-scrolling or going first-person, battling aliens and snagging power-ups to beef up your suit. It is all about exploring, finding hidden paths, and that sweet, sweet feeling of powering up and kicking more alien butt. All in all, this game is over 3 decades of space hopping, alien blasting, and galaxy saving with Samus, the universe's coolest bounty hunter.
The delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
Final Fantasy. Since 1987, Final Fantasy has been a gaming staple with 16 main entries and a ton of spin-offs. That is over 3 decades of fantasy adventures, plot twists, and memorable characters. It's a franchise that is not just surviving, but thriving. In the world of Final Fantasy, a fantasy anthology where each game is a unique universe, you're always in for an epic tale, usually about a group of heroes battling some massive evil force. But it is not just about saving the world. These games dig deep into the characters' personal struggles and relationships. It's like a roller coaster of emotions with a side of sword fights and magic. Final Fantasy mixes it up with each game, but you can expect a little bit of everything, from role-playing to tactical battles and sometimes even a dash of action or online multiplayer. You will be exploring vast worlds, leveling up your characters, and getting lost in intricate battle systems. It is all about strategy, timing, and using those epic magical spells just right. Here, every game is a new world to save, a new story to tell, and a new adventure to live. In simple words, it created a legacy. The Legend of Zelda. Since its debut in 1986, The Legend of Zelda has rolled out 20 main games across all Nintendo consoles, plus spin-offs, a TV series, and a manga. It is a big deal in the gaming world, often topping the charts as one of the greatest video game franchises ever. In the game, you're going into the magical land of Hyrule, where you play as Link, a brave pointy-eared hero. Your mission? Save Princess Zelda and the whole kingdom from the clutches of Ganon, a demon king with an eye on the powerful Triforce. This relic can grant any wish, but if it's touched by someone without a balance of power, courage, and wisdom, things get messy. Each game spins a new tale with Link and Zelda, sometimes in Hyrule, sometimes in new exciting lands. Now, coming to the gameplay, Zelda games are a cool mix of puzzles, action, and adventure. You will be exploring, battling, sneaking around, and even racing at times. The series is known for rewarding exploration and puzzle solving with awesome items and abilities. It is more about skillful swordplay and clever strategy than just leveling up your character. From wielding the Master Sword to unraveling Hyrule's mysteries, The Legend of Zelda is not just a game series, it is an epic and adventurous legacy that's been redefining heroism since 1986. Dragon Quest. Since its first release in 1986, Dragon Quest has grown into a massive franchise with 11 main series games and numerous spin-offs, not to mention manga, anime, and novels. It's a series that has been captivating players for over 3 decades. Here, you are the hero. I mean, literally named Hero in some spin-offs. Anyway, you get on a classic venture to save the land from a powerful evil. Each game in the series has you embarking on epic adventures, often with a group of diverse characters to thwart various nefarious villains. The series is known for its charming storytelling in a world filled with memorable characters and monsters, especially the iconic slime. Let's see what the gameplay is about. Well, to sum it up, Dragon Quest sticks to its roots with turn-based combat, a staple of the series. You will face off against quirky monsters in a text-based menu system, with random encounters being a common occurrence. The games offer some exploration, puzzle solving, and battling, with a focus on strategic combat rather than action-packed gameplay. It is all about planning your moves, managing your party, and grinding to level up. Overall, in Dragon Quest, every adventure is a timeless tale, every battle a test of wit, and every slime a sign of a classic adventure.
The dream of every ruler.
Skullface plans to become a nuclear power.
Metal Gear. Metal Gear had its debut in 1987 and since then has become a gaming legend spanning over 3 decades, with multiple sequels, prequels, and even spin-offs. It's a franchise that has sold a whopping 60 million units as of 2023, leaving a lasting impact on the stealth genre and gaming as a whole. This stealth game series is where you're usually in the boots of Solid Snake or Big Boss. Your goal here is to infiltrate enemy bases and stop the super weapon Metal Gear, a nuclear-capable walking tank. The series, kicking off in 1987, has evolved to explore the origins of Metal Gear and its key characters, weaving a complex tale of espionage, political intrigue, and philosophical musings. This game is all about sneaking around rather than going in guns blazing. You will be hiding using gadgets and outsmarting enemies rather than just fighting them head-on. The series is known for its cinematic cutscenes, deep storylines, and a mix of serious and quirky humor. It's not just about stealth, there is a rich storytelling exploring cyberpunk and dystopian themes, making you feel like you're a part of a high-stakes spy thriller. To sum it up, in the world of Metal Gear, it is not just about being unseen, it is about unraveling a story so gripping you will want to stay hidden just to see what happens next. Castlevania. Castlevania has been thrilling players for over 3 decades, adapting and evolving across various gaming platforms. From the NES to modern consoles, it is a franchise that has stood the test of time, continually reinventing itself while staying true to its spooky roots. This gothic horror action-adventure gaming series throws you into the eerie and iconic castle of Count Dracula. Created by Konami, the series began in 1986 and has since become a staple of horror in gaming. You typically play as a member of the Belmont clan, vampire hunters with a vendetta against Dracula. The story progresses through generations, battling not just Dracula but a host of supernatural creatures ripped straight from horror lore. The series started as a side-scrolling action platformer, evolving over time. Castlevania Symphony of the Night in 1997 marked a significant shift, introducing Metroidvania elements with more exploration and RPG-style upgrades. This style became a series hallmark, influencing many games that followed. The series also dabbled in 3D with titles like Castlevania Lords of Shadow, adding a fresh spin to its classic formula. Castlevania's every whip crack and vampire smack echoes through the hollowed halls of gaming history. The Oregon Trail. The Oregon Trail is a classic educational game that takes you back to the 19th century, where you play as a wagon leader guiding settlers from Independence, Missouri, to Oregon's Willamette Valley in 1848. Developed in 1971 by Don Rawitsch, Bill Heineman, and Paul Dillenberger, it was designed to teach school children about the harsh realities of pioneer life. Your journey involves managing supplies, facing random events, and making crucial decisions to ensure the survival of your party. The core gameplay, consistent across versions, includes buying supplies, hunting for food, managing inventory, and dealing with various challenges like illnesses and wagon breakdowns. Your decisions impact the health and well-being of your party, and the game ends either upon death or successfully reaching Oregon. You get everything here. You get your fair share of strategy, resource management, and also historical simulation. This one has been a beloved educational tool since the early 1970s, captivating players for over 5 decades. It's evolved from a basic text-based game to more graphically rich versions, maintaining its educational essence while adapting to modern platforms. The game takes you on a historical journey where survival is a wagon away. Remember, watch out for a dysentery on the Oregon Trail.
Rescue the Pac family! Head to Ghost Island! PacMan World!
Pac-Man. Pac-Man is a trailblazing arcade game that revolutionized the video gaming world since its debut in 1980. Developed by Namco, this iconic game introduced us to the cheerful yellow character, Pac-Man, navigating through mazes while gobbling up dots and avoiding quirky ghosts. It's a simple yet captivating storyline that has charmed players globally, marking the birth of one of the first gaming mascots and broadening the appeal of video games across genders. In the game, you navigate a maze filled with dots, power pellets, and 4 unique ghosts: Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde. The goal is to learn the maze of dots while dodging these ghosts. Gobble a power pellet and the tables turn. You can chase those ghosts for extra points. Each ghost has its own strategy, making every chase a thrilling experience. The game ramps up in difficulty with faster ghosts and shorter power-ups, keeping players on their toes. Since its release over 4 decades ago, Pac-Man has become a cultural and commercial phenomenon. It's not just a game, it is a name that everyone knows. A game that has inspired numerous sequels, merchandise, TV shows, and even a chart-topping song. Its influence extends beyond arcades, shaping the future of gaming and entertainment. Pac-Man awaits you to chop your way through the classic maze and make those ghosts turn blue. It is always a good time for some Pac-Man pursuit. Space Invaders. Next up, we have Space Invaders. This game got released in 1978 and is a super exciting shoot-'em-up arcade game that set the standard for the genre. Developed by Taito in Japan and licensed to Midway for overseas distribution, it presents a simple yet captivating plot: defend Earth from waves of descending aliens using a laser cannon. This game, inspired by sci-fi narratives and target shooting games, became a cornerstone in video gaming history. Here, you control a laser cannon, moving it horizontally at the bottom of the screen. Your mission: blast away the rows of aliens moving sideways and downwards towards Earth. As you shoot them down, they speed up, making the game increasingly challenging. You're shielded by stationary bunkers, which gradually gets destroyed by alien fire or your own shots. The game throws in a twist with a special mystery ship that occasionally crosses the screen, offering bonus points when hit. The game ends if the aliens reach the bottom or if you lose all 3 lives. Space Invaders has been an iconic fixture in the gaming world. It not only sparked the golden age of arcade video games, but also became a symbol of the medium itself. Its influence is seen in numerous games, and it remains a beloved classic, continually re-released and ported to various platforms. With this game, you can blast back to the 70s and save the Earth one alien at a time. Space Invaders, where the arcade invasion all began.
But we are strong. We will rekindle the flames of freedom. We will fight fire with fire and use their machines against them. Saddle up, Cyberpunk.
Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein's been around the block for ages. It kicked off in '81 with Castle Wolfenstein and really hit its stride with Wolfenstein 3D in '92. Since then, it's had a bunch of games like Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Wolfenstein: The New Order, and Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. And it's still going strong with Wolfenstein Youngblood and Wolfenstein Cyberpilot in 2019. Alright, so this series is all about our guy William B.J. Blazkowicz, an American Army captain, and his never-ending battle against the Axis powers. But it's not just your regular World War II story. It starts off with Nazis dabbling in supernatural stuff and then takes a wild turn into an alternate history where the bad guys actually won. Now, when it comes to gameplay, it's a roller coaster ride. The old school titles like Castle Wolfenstein and Beyond Castle Wolfenstein had a sneaky top-down vibe. Then in '92, Wolfenstein 3D happened, and it basically birthed the first-person shooter genre. Fast action, big guns, and lots of Nazi busting. The series has kept evolving, mixing first-person shooting with sneaky tactics and deep stories. This game is where World War II gets a crazy twist, and you get to kick Nazi butt in style. Whether you're sneaking around or going full Rambo, this series has been rocking the gaming world for decades, and it's not stopping anytime soon. The game truly offers some intense action and a great storyline that is bound to keep you hooked. Tetris. Alright, now we have Tetris. Created in 1985 by Soviet software engineer Alexei Pajitnov. This one was published by several companies and played on multiple platforms, from computers to consoles and even handhelds. The Game Boy version in particular sold like hotcakes, with over 35 million copies flying off the shelves. It's one of the best-selling games ever and holds a Guinness World Record for being the most ported video game. This iconic puzzle game does not have a complex plot like some other games, but it is all about the gameplay that really stands out. And if I really have to tell you about the gameplay, you've got these different shaped pieces called tetrominoes falling into the playing field. Your job is to arrange them to complete horizontal lines. When you do, they disappear and you score points. The game goes on until you can't make any more lines and the field fills up. Tetris is all about quick thinking and reflexes. As those tetrominoes fall, you can move them sideways and rotate them to fit into gaps. The more lines you complete at once, the more points you get. The catch? The pieces keep falling faster and faster as you level up, so you've got to think on your feet. This game is where simplicity meets addiction. It is a timeless game that never fails to captivate players. Can you beat the falling tetrominoes and reach the highest score? Tetris is a test of your wits and reflexes that never gets old.
Drop 'em! Dodge 'em! Kaboom! Introducing the newest title to Bomberman series, Super Bomberman R!
Bomberman. The Bomberman franchise has been around since the release of the original game in Japan in July 1983. It has endured for over 4 decades, spawning multiple sequels, spin-offs, and adaptations. The franchise has a diverse storyline across its games, so let's explore deeper on that. In the original Famicom NES release in 1985, we follow Bomberman, an underground bomb maker who dreams of freedom. Using his explosive skills, he escapes, transforms into a human, and becomes known as the Runner. However, However, this story isn't consistent across all games in this series, as some variations like Bomberman Party Edition diverges from this theme. In the TurboGrafx-16 game, Bomberman becomes a prototype for more Bomberman robots, with the main character known as White Bomberman. Over time, he allies with Black Bomberman, who initially served as his rival. In the Super Bomberman series, White and Black Bomberman join forces to face bigger threats such as Professor Bagura and the 5 dastardly bombers, including the Hige Hige bandits led by Mujo and Dr. Machado and the mysterious rival Regulus. Now, speaking about the gameplay, the games primarily feature 2 modes: single-player campaigns and multiplayer modes. Single-player campaigns involve defeating enemies and reaching an exit, while multiplayer modes pit players against each other. The core gameplay revolves around strategically placing bombs that explode after a set time, destroying obstacles and enemies. Power-ups enhance the player's abilities like larger explosions or more bombs at once. Players must be cautious not to get caught in their own explosions. The franchise includes various spin-offs with adventure, platformer, puzzle, and kart racing gameplay, offering a diverse gaming experience. To conclude, Bomberman, the explosive hero, has been lighting up screens for over 4 decades, with strategic bomb placement and thrilling multiplayer mayhem. From the underground dreams of freedom to interstellar battles, this franchise continues to explode with excitement. Donkey Kong. Now, this iconic series has been swinging strong since 1981. Evolving from pixelated arcade beginnings to stunning 3D adventures, Donkey Kong has been a staple in gaming for over 4 decades, with impressive in-game storytelling and jaw-dropping graphics. In the game, you get to go deep into the wild and wacky world of Donkey Kong, where a mighty gorilla goes on epic adventures. From being the original antagonist in a construction site scuffle with Mario, to becoming the heroic protagonist in lush jungles, Donkey Kong's journey is filled with bananas, baddies, and barrels of fun. The gameplay here is all about classic platforming action. Leap, swing, and barrel blast your way through diverse landscapes with characters like Diddy, Cranky, and King K. Rool. Each game adds its unique twist, from puzzle solving to rhythm-based challenges. So don't monkey around. Join Donkey Kong for a timeless adventure that is always a barrel of laughs and excitement. King's Quest. King's Quest has been captivating players since 1980, evolving over 36 years. It's a tribute to the enduring charm of adventure gaming, blending folklore, myth, and a pinch of Sierra's unique humor. In the game, players jump into the enchanting world of King's Quest, where royal escapades await. Spanning generations, the series follows the royal family of Daventry through an array of magical lands, battling evil witches and crafty wizards. It's a saga of bravery and cunning, starring kings, queens, princes, and princesses. Whether it's finding a queen, rescuing family members, or saving the kingdom, each quest is a tale of its own. Now let's talk about the kick-ass gameplay. Pioneers in graphic adventure gaming, King's Quest games are all about exploration and puzzle solving. With a mix of fairy tale charm and brain-teasing challenges, players use their wits and an array of items to overcome obstacles. From navigating mazes to solving riddles, each game is a unique combination of storytelling and interactive gameplay. The series is known for its innovative use of animation and pseudo 3D environments, immersing players in its magical world. All in all, you get to go on a royal adventure in King's Quest, and every puzzle here is a doorway to a fairy tale, and every choice weaves your legend. Wizardry. Wizardry takes us to the mystical world, where dungeons await and magic reigns supreme. Since its debut in 1981, this game has enchanted players for over 2 decades, influencing countless RPGs, including juggernauts like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. Its legacy is prominent to its pioneering spirit in the gaming world, captivating players with its rich storytelling and gameplay. This legendary series, kickstarting with the proving grounds of the Mad Overlord, invites players to delve deep into labyrinthine dungeons, face evil villains, and uncover ancient secrets. From rescuing kingdoms to battling dark forces, each game in the series offers a unique narrative steeped in fantasy and adventure. Wizardry sets the gold standard for role-playing games with its deep strategic combat and character customization. Players create and lead a party of adventurers, each with their own skills and abilities, through treacherous dungeons filled with puzzles, traps, and monsters. It is a test of both tactical prowess and resource management, where every choice can mean the difference between triumphant victory and utter defeat. Alright, now, moving on to our next game. Asteroids. And now we will rocket into the heart of classic arcade action with Asteroids, the game that launched back in 1979 and did not look back ever since. It has been captivating players for over 4 decades with its iconic vector graphics and gripping gameplay. It has become a cornerstone in arcade gaming history, inspiring numerous successors and ports across various platforms. This space-themed shooter, born in the golden age of arcade games, puts you in control of a lone spaceship navigating a treacherous asteroid field, dodging and blasting through both asteroids and cutting flying saucers. The challenge ramps up as you face more and faster moving obstacles. It's a cosmic dance of survival, skill, and sharpshooting. Gameplay-wise, this game is all about agility and precision. You are at the helm of a triangular ship capable of rotating, thrusting forward, and firing in a fixed direction. The unique twist, movement continues in your last direction until you counter-thrust, adding a layer of strategy. Teleporting via hyperspace adds a risky but strategic escape route. The goal? Destroy asteroids and break into smaller, faster fragments and outmaneuver unpredictable saucers. All in a wraparound world where leaving one side of the screen has you reappearing on the other. So buckle up to navigate into a galaxy full of challenges. Galaga. Galaga made its debut in 1981 and has been captivating players for over 4 decades. Its enduring appeal lies in its simple yet addictive gameplay, making it a celebrated icon in the golden age of arcade games and a beloved classic in the gaming world. Now let's explore the plot, shall we? Set your sights on the stars with Galaga, the arcade classic that is all about defending humanity against the relentless Galaga forces. As the pilot of a solitary starship, your mission is to obliterate wave after wave of alien enemies. Watch out for the tricky boss Galaga with its infamous tractor beam. It can capture your ship, but with a bit of skill, you can turn this to your advantage and double your firepower. Gameplay-wise, this game is a quintessential fixed shooter where you control a starfighter anchored at the bottom of the screen. Your task here is to shoot down the alien formations swooping in from above. The gameplay is a thrilling dance of dodging enemy projectiles and counterattacking. When your ship gets captured, you've got a chance to rescue it and combine forces, creating a dual fighter with enhanced shooting power. As levels progress, the aliens become faster and more aggressive, ramping up the challenge. So why wait? Jump into the cockpit because in this game, all retro arcade action meets interstellar showdowns. Missile Command. Released in 1980, Missile Command has been a mainstay in the arcades and on home systems, including a notable 1981 port to the Atari VCS. Its enduring popularity has led to numerous clones and remakes over the decades, securing its place as a timeless classic in video game history. In the heat of the Cold War, this game puts you in charge of defending 6 cities from a relentless barrage of ballistic missiles. As the commander, you're tasked with strategically deploying anti-ballistic missiles from 3 bases to intercept incoming threats. The stakes rise with the introduction of smart bombs, bomber planes, and satellites, each adding a new layer of urgency to your mission to protect civilization. This game is all about precision and quick decisions. Using a trackball, you guide a crosshair across the sky to target incoming missiles. With 3 buttons linked to 3 missile bases, each shot counts. Your anti-missile batteries have limited ammo and can be destroyed, so every launch must be carefully considered. Counter missiles explode at the crosshair, creating a temporary fireball that can take out any enemy missile entering its radius. As the level progresses, the challenge intensifies with faster and smarter threats, pushing your defensive strategies to the limit, so you get the hype. Pong. The debut of Pong happened over 4 decades ago in 1972, and it has remained a beloved classic till date. Its immense popularity led to numerous home versions, sequels, and inspired countless other games. It even earned a place in the permanent collection of the Smithsonian Institution, a testament to its significant cultural impact. In the game, players step into the retro world created as a simple table tennis simulation. Pong was Atari's foray into the gaming world, setting the stage for the industry's explosive growth. With its iconic beeps and 2-dimensional graphics, Pong not only simulated a table tennis match, but also marked the beginning of the video game era. The charm of Pong lies in its simplicity. You control a paddle on the screen, moving it vertically to bounce a ball back to your opponent's side, much like table tennis. The aim? Outscore your opponents by making the ball pass their paddle. With each volley, the pace quickens, adding excitement and challenge to this straightforward yet addictive game.
あなたの決断が歴史を作る 千の武将の無限のドラマ
Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Romance of the Three Kingdoms series has spanned over 3 decades with 14 main installments, not to mention numerous spin-offs like the action-packed Dynasty Warriors. The series' lasting appeal lies in its intricate gameplay and the enduring fascination with its historical setting. This is a series of strategy games that brings to life the turbulent era of the Han Dynasty in ancient China, based on both the historical text records of the Three Kingdoms and the novel Romance of the Three Kingdoms. The games explore the power struggles among the factions of Shu Han, Xiao Wei, and Eastern Wu. Players navigate the complexities of war, diplomacy, and internal affairs as they seek to unify China under their rule. Known for its deep turn-based strategy and role-playing elements, players manage and grow their empires through careful planning and tactical prowess. You will control cities, manage resources, and command characters, each with unique attributes like leadership, intelligence, and combat skills. The game challenges you to balance military campaigns with diplomatic negotiations, all while dealing with internal domestic affairs. Some editions even allow you to step into the shoes of individual characters, adding a personal touch to the grand scale of war. In the game, your strategic vision crafts the annals of history. Marvel's Verdict. And there we have it, the final level of our time-traveling gaming saga. We have journeyed through the pixelated paths and 3D worlds of the top 21 longest-running games, each a chapter in the grand story of gaming evolution. From the Oregon Trail that taught us survival against all odds, to the strategic battles and romance of the Three Kingdoms, these games didn't just pass the test of time, they became timeless legends. I hope this episode not only rekindles some of your most cherished gaming memories, but also sparked a curiosity about how these games have shaped our virtual landscapes. Thanks a bunch everyone for riding this pixelated wave with Marvelous Gamers. If you love this blast from the past, smash that like button, hit subscribe for more gaming chronicles, and share your own legendary gaming experiences in the comments below. Stay tuned, stay game strong, and remember, in the world of video games, the next adventure is always just a click away. We'll see you in the next one.